Kingdom building. Master Miller, how are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Fantastic. So before we get started, I want everyone to know where we are. This is a staple of the Danville community.
Kelvin Miller. I've been doing the martial arts for 42 years. I started off teaching in the basement of the church. I taught free for 5 years to try to give back to the community. I just love the martial arts.
It sounds awesome. So while everybody was coming in and get praising on, you had a little kicking going on, I should say.
Yeah.
All right, and then you come to own your own private business here right downtown.
Which is 752 Patton Street. I leased this place for 2 years and then I purchased it.
So this is your building?
Yes.
Wow, and how long was you in business before you purchased the business?
About 7 years.
7 years. I love the number 7. Okay, I love the number 7.
I have Tae Kwon Do that I offer for children and adults, and I also have Hapkido. Both of those arts are Korean arts. I've got an age limit on the Hapkido. They have to be at least 12 to do the Hapkido, and then I offer a conditioning class, a strength and conditioning class. Because it's a Korean art, we do a lot of the Korean terminology, and those children, they pick it up. Good. What is Sipjong?
Enter the ring.
Good. What is Shijok?
Start.
Sabanim.
Master Justin.
What's a dojo?
Awesome. And so how did you learn or be capable or able to even open up a class session or teach others?
I was in high school and had a high school friend that was into the martial arts. And after several years, he decided to go into the military. And because I was his top student, they allowed me to continue to teach for 5 more years.
Awesome, awesome. And could you tell us a little bit about why? I know you had just a strong mentor starting out. What was important to you, or what about your lifestyle made this important for you to want to pass the teachings on to others?
Well, I really liked the art. I thought it was just beautiful to be able to have the discipline and the dedication to do it. And then my mom was a single mom, and I wanted to do it going into a school setting, a facility. She couldn't afford that.
So when anyone signs up here, especially family units with children, they can expect to install discipline, they can learn focus. I would say even achievement and goals, right? Because this is, you just don't come here for fun. You actually get to, how do you go through the belts, and could you tell us a little bit about the belts?
For the Tae Kwon Do, we have promotional testing every 3 months. And you study what you need to study to achieve the next belt. In Hapkido, we have curriculums. We don't have forms in Hapkido.
To start something that is inside of your community, it has to be something special that you carry. You know, this is not the only thing that you're doing inside of your community. We're going to actually hit over, and guys, just hold on. We'll be there shortly. We have some new news and something else great that you're doing in the Danville area that's helping our children, our community, and what I like to say, our village. And so we'll be right back once we switch locations. Thank you, Master Miller.
You're welcome.
All right, King, we are here at the group home. I'm telling you, I could take this drive every day. It's so peaceful, like you're going down the yellow brick road, like you're going down the road of opportunities. And that's exactly what you have provided for minors that's going to actually be able to live on this property, right? This is the group home that Visions at Work has began. So Kelvin, tell me how this started. It's such an interesting story, right? I just need to be quiet for a second, and I need to allow you to take us through the journey. I do know you had some. I want to tell you what I want to know, right? I got some questions I want to know. I want to know, how was this project funded? How many bedrooms is here?
We have 4 bedrooms, 12 by 12, and 1 12 by 6.
And when you're naming off that square footage, is it a reason why it's important that it's a 12 by 12?
You have to have 12 by 12 completely finished in order to have 2 clients in a room.
Okay. And so how many clients can you actually fit on this property?
The state is going to allow us 8.
8. So you'll be able to give 8 minors a home, an opportunity with this. I mean, we haven't even, I'm just talking about coming up. You just have nature's beauty right at your fingertip. I felt like this clearness, even from leaving the studio and coming here, there was an energy change. It's very welcoming. It's like once I came through the door, I felt a hug. I mean, all right, you built this brick by brick, purchased the land. I mean, everything that's inside of the home, this organization had put together.
We did sign for a loan to purchase the facility.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 houses and a pond. And the house that we're in now was basically a little hunting lodge. And we come in and we redid everything, and then we built 33 by 40 more feet onto the facility, and then we furnished it.
Okay. And when you say we, who is we?
Visions at Work. It's an organization that I formed about 16 years ago.
Who is we?
We is the organization that I formed. It was 3 of us starting off. I would ask them, do they throw away $100 in a month? Do they blow $100 in a month?
Mm-hmm.
Most people that I talked to said they blow $100 in a week. So I said, okay, go ahead and blow 3 weeks. We'll take 1 week and we'll put boots on that money. We'll make that money work for you.
Uh-huh.
So we started off with 3 people. We ended up with 31 members, 2.5 years. We saved $56,000.
In 2.5 years.
2.5 years. In 5 years, we saved $100,000.
Okay, this is the good part. This is what I'm into. Did you have a vision? Or at this time, it was just, let's see what we can invest in. Let's see. Did you know that this is where the money was going to go?
Yes. This project was one of my visions. Because I've actually seen, unfortunately, a couple of homes where people were more concerned about money opposed to being concerned about the clients.
Okay.
And they got really good money for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted an awesome facility, and then I have the people here that really cared about the clients also.
And so once again, I'm just wowed about this vision. And you said for 5 years. So tell us a little bit about that process.
Yes, once we did that, I had a friend that was a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
I told him what I wanted to do, and he knew about this property here. So we purchased it.
Right. And this is not, let me say again, this is not the property as it was when you purchased it.
No, it's not. So we had one of the members that was a contractor.
Mm-hmm.
So with him being a member, we also provided work for him. And he built the new addition onto the facility. So
I've been finding, we dropped one video last week. This will be our 2nd episode. I just couldn't wait to get here as well. Consistent thing that I have found, and this was the reason that we created the channel with Kingdom Building, is because a lot of times we don't see people that look like us, right? That work together. But what I found consistent is when she was even building her Etsy business, she said, hey, I had a sister that could write. I couldn't write. And so your LLC had members that had already set aside their $100 a week that was still willing to do more work and was able to gain income through doing something they already invested in. Is that correct? So this was a membership, a village that was coming together, and if you could help out, you could, I guess it would be kind of dividends with an LLC. Would this be like, you can collect an extra bonus if you come and do work as well?
Yes, that's true. We had another member did lawn care. So we actually paid them to maintain the grounds.
Because it sounds like your LLC built a community bank within the members.
Yes.
And so you went to the members first before going outside. We said, what skills do we have to make this work where we can cut the cost and, hey, you're going to get something for it? Yes. Because they really win because they're actually doing the work. They care, right? Because it's their original investment. And then they get to get a little bit something on the backside. So
that's right. That's right. So Visions at Work owns Green Light of Hope. But I'm not working here. We're hiring people. We're putting people to work.
Okay.
But we own it.
Got you. So you just a step. I love it. And so basically, you're just like you could be the president of. I don't want to throw a business out there, but any business. Let's say entrepreneurship 101, right? And you're teaching people, or you're setting up businesses where they can go and operate, and there will be funds. Because if Visions at Work is going to get paid when the group home makes money.
That's correct. Because
it's set up, it's not a nonprofit.
Right.
It is a LLC, so it's in business to make money. So you went and did the initial investment, and this is another trend that I'm understanding, that you're going to hire people that's going to come in and operate.
Correct.
You're just going to make decisions when it comes to how the money flows, where is it spent, and who gets what off of the profits.
Correct.
Awesome. So when I want to, if I, have a vision to do the same thing, what is the process? What do I need to do? I know you said that there were some measurements and things like that to be in place if you're going to house more than one miner in a room. You need at least a 12 by 12.
Yes.
What are some other things that need to be in place, and how do you go about applying for a license?
Well, once you have the facility, let me start off. I've had a lot of people that had clients but didn't have that license, because you can have up to 3 clients and not be licensed. And then they was working toward having their license. But we did the opposite. We had the facility already. We had our license already. We just needed that program director willing to do the job to get us clients.
Okay, perfect. So in some cases, could you be like inside of your own home and have one client?
Yes.
Right. And then, so in your case, it was important with your vision to actually have a space that they can call their own.
Yes. We also have, on the new edition, it can hold all 8 clients. So on the old side, we have another bedroom, but it was 10 by 12. So we couldn't put 2 clients there. So I said what we would do, in the event that someone on the new side got sick, we could quarantine them and keep them away from the rest of them.
Awesome. So you actually have even a room for if you get sick. And that is something that we're getting accustomed to in today's time post-pandemic. You have to think about that when you have a business plan. How will you operate if only a certain amount of customers or clients can be in a space at one time? I'm telling you, we've left the studio. We've come inside of the group home space. I want to thank you for everything that you're doing inside of our community. I know for a lot of people that you may be the father figure, you may be the discipline that they see, or the encouragement that's needed to get through the next level. I just want to let you know, King, you are appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.